How's it going, guys? I have a UU match for you today against ArcanineMaster22, who challenged me on Skype last week, and well, I couldn't battle at the time, so I picked him up on his challenge a few days ago. Basically, I wanted to use some new stuff that I haven't used, and well, Bronzong just fitted kind of nicely into this because I needed something like Bronzong. This is actually a levitate one, not like the heat-proof one that I used before, but yeah. So, threats on this team, yeah. Definitely the Darmanitan is the only thing I'm really afraid of because, well, yeah, I haven't really got a lot to take it on with. But I'm going to lead off with my Bronzong as he leads off with his Darmanitan, and I figured he would just go for U-turn because that's what most people do on the first turn, and I thought that I could live a Flare Blitz, but it turns out that even with minimal attack boosts with still max investment, that would still always KO me, so yeah, that is a shame. But I'm gonna go then. I don't get up my rocks, it's unfortunate, but I go out into my Easter Bunny egg. What? Go for the Aqua Jet to basically try to kill it, and I hit the Hitmon top. Doesn't hit it for a lot of damage, maybe that's like 10% after leftovers. But yeah, I dodged a close combat with my Ghost typing on my Sableye as I go for foul play because I thought he might want to bring in the Darmanitan, but he actually brings in his Empoleon. Now, figuring he wants to set up Stealth Rocks, I go for the Taunt. Now, turns out that this is an agility set. If he had gotten up that agility, he would have basically been able to sweep me. So, luckily, he can't now, and yeah, so I burn him to no avail really because his leftovers is going to mostly negate that, but it is going to slowly, ever so slowly, wither him down. As I go out into my thing, Meloetta, and I think I just go for an Aura Sphere to just try and take anything out. I think he, right, here he goes into his Scraggy, or Scrafty, sorry. I don't know why, because, I don't understand. Perhaps, maybe, trying to scalp my set if I was maybe defensive, which I'm not, obviously, but yeah, I don't really understand why he did that, but he's basically going to be able to kill me off with this Darmanitan. Because this thing is such a threat, I couldn't switch anything else into this thing, so yeah, I basically had to leave it. I had to leave in my Meloetta for Death Fodder, but unfortunately, I don't have my rocks up, so I can't really, yeah, deal with it as it keeps switching. But here I pull a very nice double switch out into my thing, my Virizion, and it turns out that I don't have HP Ice, and that really sucked for me because now I'm gonna have. I think it's like HP Fire, although I don't understand why I would have that. But yeah, fuck it. He's gonna go into his Darmanitan to threaten me out, and well, I make a very daring play to stay in, predicting him to just go for U-turn, not for Flare Blitz, because Flare Blitz would kill me, U-turn wouldn't, and just go for another, or go for a workup rather, and yeah, so this is basically the workup set that is on Smogon, so yeah, you can just look it up if you want to, like, know that. But I go for Giga Drain, which is at +1, because workup boosts attack and defense by one, or attack and special attack by one stage, and pretty sure looking from that damage, even without the workup, I would have just been able to kill him. But an Ice Beam from a Frostlass does around half, seeing from the amount of HP that I was at and the amount of HP that I was left at. So yeah, I'm basically just going to be able to go for another Giga Drain, and that will take out the Frostlass, leave me at around 75% after leftovers. Right now, he's going to go into his Domanitan. Basically, he's not going to fall for that. Again, just go for the Flare Blitz, take out my Virizion in one shot. Basically, this set, like, I confirmed that it had to have been choiced, but you're going to see at the end that that was a weird kind of thing, though. I'll get to that. Anyways, I see that he keeps on bringing in his Hitmontop against my thing, my Easter Bunny egg, and I go for superpower here. I get a critical hit. That definitely mattered. After one superpower with the attack and defense drop, I would not have been able to kill him with a second one. That definitely mattered. But here he's gonna go into his Gligar, as I'm gonna go into my Sableye. Basically kind of to fodder it, but I kind of also want to get some residual damage on this Gligar, so I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, but unfortunately it misses, and that kind of is payback for the crit that I got on his Hitmontop, because that burn is really something that I needed to wither the thing down. But I'm going to go for a recover here against his Darmanitan. As he just goes for Flare Blitz. Now, that's going to take me out. I have no defense investment, so that is going to take me out clean, but I wanted as much recoil damage on this thing as possible, so that I could potentially revenge kill it with anything. So, yeah. I do force him out, though, into his Empoleon, and at this point, looking from that damage, that actually, it did quite a good chunk, I want to say, for a resisted hit. It's going to leave him at around half. So I'm just going to go for another one, as he thinks he's threatening me out, but really, fuck it at this point. I just go for another Aqua Jet, and with the burn damage slowly withering him down, I'm actually going to be able to kill him off with the next Aqua Jet. So fuck your speed boost, I have that priority, so I go first always, yeah. So right here, what I did, I have no idea. I should have basically just gone for the Aqua Jet, but I guess I didn't. I figured if I'm gonna lose my my Azumarill at this point, I am fucked. Because if I don't have my Azumarill, I have no chance of taking down the Darmanitan, as I'm 100% sure that it is Scarfed. But here, I am Jolly Scarfed, which means that I can't outspeed him if he's also Jolly Scarfed. But it turns out that he's Adamant Scarfed, which means that I outspeed him by, I think, like 11 points. So I'm basically gonna be able to kill off the Darmanitan, which is very nice. As right here, I'm gonna go back into my Azumarill. This is my last poke, and is also his last poke. At this point, I basically I'm kind of an idiot here, because I know that I'm slower without the priority. So I went for Ice Punch, figuring that that would be a clean OHKO because it's 4 times super effective, but it goes for Roost. That was very obvious. I do get the Freeze, which kinda sucks really bad, but yeah. I should have gone for Aqua Jet, and that would have just done the trick, because that would have been stab, and I'm pretty sure that that actually does more damage than Ice Punch would have, because it is also 2 times super effective. But you know, it doesn't really matter at all. At least I did get the Freeze, which is kind of unfortunate, but hey, hacks happen. So good game, ArcanineMaster22. His link will be in the description as always, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time.